word Father. And he got 3 points. We're going to talk about a loving Father. We're going to talk about a forgiving Father. And a wise Father. And look at him again and say, it ain't going to take long. Amen. Let's pray. Consecrate me now to thy service, Lord, by the power of your grace divine. My soul looks up with a what? Steadfast hope, and my will be lost in thine. Create within me a clean heart and renew the right spirit within me. And let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. Oh Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. Amen. Mr. Jen, you can come on up here and sit up here with me if you choose to today. Amen. Amen. Might need some help. Amen. Bless your spirit. Amen. Luke 15 is a very interesting chapter, for it starts out with the Pharisees and the scribes. They're murmuring and they're mumbling about Jesus meeting with the Pharisees and the sinners. And Jesus responds to them in this narrative by using the genre of parables. And he has 3 parables in this Luke 15. And the first one is the parable of the lost sheep, the parable of the lost coin, and then the parable of the lost son. And as we think about it today, we just want to talk about the celebratory Father, which is always loving and always forgiving and always wise. When I think about this, and perhaps most of you have read this story that the historians and the theologians have called it the prodigal son. And it talks about how that this young son came to his father and asked his father for his inheritance right then. And the big book says in 12 that the father divided his inheritance among both of the sons. And we know from Jewish history that the elder son always received more than the younger. The elder son got 2/3 of the inheritance, and the younger son got the 1/3. And you and I need to understand, as we hurry up and get to a close, is that the father gave them his liquid assets. Can I get a witness? There's a divine lesson in that if you put your trust in God and you continue to put your trust in God, he wasn't afraid to give up his liquid assets because he knew the one that gave it to him the first time could give it back to him the next time. Don't ever hang on to what you think that you must hold on to. You ought to keep your faith in the hand of God. And we love that song that Minister Jen sang, he'll do it again. There are people that have gotten caught up and lost their joy because they didn't give God the praise and the glory when he blessed them with health and wealth, and always give him the glory. And so when we look at this young man that got his, the big book said that in a few days he gathered up everything that he had and he took off because he wanted to party, and he found himself partying, and that partying with all of those assets that his father had gave him. Before long, he found himself homeless, hungry, and broke. And he couldn't find an entry-level job. He took a detestable job with a hog farmer, which was antithetical against everything that he had believed. And when that experience brought him to a place where that he was so hungry that he had not only lost his character, but his conduct was also leading him to almost participating in the culinary ministry of the pigs. Amen. But I'm glad that God don't ever give up on us. And the big book said, and we all shout, that when he came to himself. Amen. I put it up on the board today and it goes over our head. We ought to teach our children. Amen. While they're young. We ought to educate them and we ought to tell them it ain't just about making a lot of money. It's about using what you have to make the community around you better, so that everybody will be able to live more comfortably. And so he said to himself, I'm going home. I'm going to tell my father that I have ruined the name of the family and that I have disobeyed the heavenly parent that is in heaven. And if you just take me back, don't even consider putting me back in my room or in the place that I live. Just make me as like one of your hired servants. And the big book says that when he was on his way home, the father that had never given up on him, that had always been waiting for him, saw him coming. And he still had the stench of the hog pen on him. But the big book said that he ran to it, he kissed him on the neck, welcomed him home, and then turned to a servant and said, go get the best robe. Put it on him. Bring the ring that identifies his authority. Put some shoes on him that nobody would ever think. That once he was lost, but now he's found. That once he was a slave to his passions, but now he has been transformed and have been reformed and restored. And the big book said that he said, go get the fatted cow, kill it, heat the grills up, because we're going to eat steak and get the DJ. Amen. I don't know if you got Jerry Gordon or what, but anyway, bring them and let's be merry. Let's have a celebration. Well, we got to go now because some of you got to get out of here. That the story didn't end there. In that narrative that we read, that there was one that was missing. And the big book said there was an elder son. He got 2/3 of his inheritance. Can I get a witness? Amen. But he was out in the field, and when he came to near their house, he heard music and dancing. Man, they must have some wooden floors in there, but he heard music and dancing. And you can see the state of mind. I gotta go. You can see the state of mind that he had been out there so long that he had forgot how it feels to celebrate. You know, he was home, but the big book says that in verse number 28 that well, after he asked the servant what was going on, they said they're in there partying, they're having a good time. Because your brother that was lost, he has come home found, and guess what? He's safe and sound. And your daddy issued the orders that we dress him up, but not only that, the fatted cow that we have separated, so when we have a celebratory opportunity that we will kill that calf and grill that calf and have all the sides to go with it. You use your imagination. What do you like? I don't know. The sides to go with it, and you'll just have a good time. And the big book said that he was angry, and I got to go. And he would not come in. And I just dropped by today to tell you, I think I put these 4 things up here, 4 or 5 things up here. Amen. The characteristics of this son that was home. The boy was angry. Oh yeah, he was jealous. He was acting childish. He was prideful. And he was unthankful. Amen. Y'all get ready to go. That elder son did not care that the brother that they had grown up with, that the boy had made a bad choice, and his choice led him to a very difficult lifestyle. And in fact, he was so messed up that he had lost his identity. And the big book said that The boy was angry. The brother was lost. And now he's found. He didn't care that the father that loved both of them cared for both of them. And remember that he got more than the younger son. And guess what? He wouldn't even have got what he got. Can I get a witness? If it wasn't for that over-aggressive, can I get a witness? Assertive, can I get a witness? Son that put his daddy in a position to give him his inheritance before the daddy left and went to glory. Can I get a witness? Y'all stop judging people. Amen. We all got different personalities. Can I get a witness? Amen. Alexander, I got 9. Well, it's 8 of them. Brothers and sisters, listen in. I count 9. Amen. I won't leave myself out. Amen. But we all got different personalities. When you learn to grow, and this is in 1 Corinthians, when I was a child, I spake as a child. Amen. Amen. Even siblings fight one another. Can I get a witness? Because they discover that they got different personalities. Amen. They got different goals. And sometimes, if you're not sensitive, you think that your way is the only way. Can I get a witness? I think this boy here got an issue like that. The younger son had his issues, but I was told that that older son had his issues. And he didn't even care that the father loved both of them. Amen. He didn't care that it would give his father joy to see his boy back home. He done saw his father breathe when he talked about it. When your son or your daughter is in trouble, you in trouble. Can I get a witness? Amen. Your love don't stop for them just because they're in trouble. Amen. You keep praying for them. And in this pericope, you keep waiting for them. Amen. And when he saw that boy coming, amen, he didn't go tell the older boy that I'm excited. But he did what the father will do that continues to love. He just welcomed him home. And the older boy, he couldn't do it because he'd been working, but he was working with what Dr. Mims would say, a hidden agenda. Amen. He wasn't doing what he was doing because he loved his daddy. Can I get a witness? There are some people that you run into, they do what they're doing hoping to garner some praise or some other benefit if it's no more than just lavish compliments on it. Any of y'all ever heard of a guy named Donald J. Trump? Would you start preaching, Cunningham, and stay out of the White House? Amen. Just lavish all of these praises on him. And so he wanted, and he did what he did so to enrich his own self. And he didn't even care. One of the things I want to say as I close out here, that I've heard a lot of sermons about this young man, how he messed up the church, and how a person that have these attitudes can mess up the church. But I'm talking to you today about a celebratory father. And I said he was a loving father. He was a forgiving father. He forgave his son that took his assets and he used them the wrong way, and he ended up bankrupt. Can I get a witness? But he also forgave his older son that stayed home and did not do anything that would enrich his lifestyle and those around him. He perhaps was a workaholic. And he had forgotten that you ought to take some time out to be appreciative of what God has done for you. Amen. You know, I know it could be a story in the story about people who hang around the church and do whatever they do, but they don't have the love of our Heavenly Parent at the core of what they do. This young man, he worked, but he said to his father, he said he was upset, and he said to him, he said, I've been with you all these years and I've served you, and not any time did I ever cross you, not any time that I ever did anything that was against you, and you never gave me anything. That's that pride that comes in. That pride that causes you to make a comparison with somebody else with what you're doing. And I always say this, and it may be redundant, but I believe it needs to be said. You'll never have what Paul says, I've learned to be content until you are content with who you are and what you have. You're always, back in the 60s we talk about, you're always trying to keep up with the Joneses. Can I get a witness? Amen. Things never change if things never change. So here we are in 2017, and we're still trying to keep up with the Joneses and the James and the Rudolphs and all the other offs. Amen. Amen. And he said that I've done everything that you said, and you never ever gave me a kid so that I could have a party or make merry with my friends. I found myself saying, when you're angry, you lose all. You lose all of your perspective. You lose all of your rationale. You begin to hallucinate about things that are not even there. You had the assets. If you wanted to throw a party, you could have thrown a party anytime that you wanted to throw a party. You had the assets that if you had friends that was wholesome and was good, you could invite your friends in. You had the assets that if you wanted to go buy you another plot of land with the liquid assets that your dad had given you, that you wouldn't even be having this conversation. But you allowed your anger, you allowed your pride, you allowed your complacency to eat up your time, and now that this son that was lost, noticeably lost, and I need to throw this in parenthetically, that gossip didn't start when we started Facebook. Amen. Gossip has been around as long as humankind's been around. And guess what? He said to him, in verse, but this son, who has come in verse 30, who has devoured all of thy living with harlots, but when he comes home, you kill the fatted calf. How do you know what he's been doing? Amen. You heard it through the grapevine. Can I get away now? You ain't been to the club. You heard that he down there partying. You heard he was at the casino. Amen. You said you've been home. You've been doing everything that your dad told you, and the dad told him. Don't go to the casino. Can I get away with it? Don't go down there hanging out at the club. Amen. Don't go down there rolling them bones. Don't do that. Don't go to Las Vegas trying to break and put out all the lights out there. Don't do that. You said you was home. How do you know that he was down there on the red light district down there with the harlot? Except that somebody, amen, brought you a subscription of Esquire, and you read it, that he's out there doing what he should not have been doing. Amen. Can I get a witness? Don't worry about what somebody put on Twitter. Amen. Don't worry about what they put on Facebook about you. Just know that you know that you know what you know, and you'll do what you're supposed to do. It'll be all right. Stop comparing what somebody else done. Stop trying to rehearse somebody else's sin. The boy, if you would have listened to the daddy, the boy came home, and he came home, he was hurt, he was humiliated, but he was humble, and he asked the Lord not to bless him, but the loving, kind, and compassionate Father that you ought to know can't do nothing but just welcome you home. Somebody ought to shout. I'm glad I got a loving Father. Can I get a witness? Amen. Cunningham going to switch a rule on you now. I ain't talking about our earthly father. I'm talking about a heavenly Father. Can I get a witness? I'm talking about a heavenly Father that knows more than what you put on your resume. I'm talking about a Father that knows your ups and your downs. I'm talking about a Father that knows you early in the morning and knows you late at night. I'm talking about a Father that they didn't know that you were there and you did this and you did that. But the Heavenly Father that loves you, come on now, He loves us unconditionally. And He just keeps on walking. And then He said to him, He said, son, He said, I understand. And I understand where you're coming from. He said, but it was just right. Can I get a witness? It's just part of my character. Can I get, I'm still the daddy. Amen. If you get mad, that's all right. My grandmother used to tell us when we were coming up, and we get, you know, she'd say something, get us all cross-eyed. Oh, you know, we ain't doing nothing. Go to the victory park. I mean, the name itself, y'all to leave us alone. Go to the victory park, but she said, as long as you're in my house. Can I get a witness? When them street lights come on, you better find yourself to 1911. Can I get a witness? Amen. And she said, and if you don't like it, can I get a witness? Amen. You can hit the road, Jack. That was before Ray Charles said, hit the road, Jack, and don't come back no more, no more. And so he said, I don't have to ask you. I love your son unconditionally. I love you unconditionally. And here's what I got to do is we got to go. That celebratory father came outside, and he came outside and he conversed with him. And the big book closes in verse 32 that he never came in. There are some people that you're just going to have to be able to live with, that they're never going to come in, they're never going to celebrate, even though they have every opportunity, even though they have more assets than you maybe ever will accumulate, but they will never see that it's not about what you do. It's about how God has blessed you with what you have, and that he's trying to display to him that even though I gave you guys the assets and y'all thought that you add them up, 2/3 plus 1/3 is 3/3, and that's 100%. But the God that was supplying them the first time didn't stop supplying him the second time. He just kept on blessing him. Don't worry about what you lost. Just give God the praise and the glory. If you have to, just go on and sing the song. Love lifted me. Come on, Sister Cunningham. Love lifted me. When nothing else would help, love lifted me. Amen. You may be down. You may be out. You may feel like somebody has abused or misused you. But I tell you, stop worrying about it. Amen. Start looking again. Amen. To the hills from what cometh your help. Start giving God praise. Start giving God praise. Thank God for what you have. All of us in here ought to give God praise. Every one of us in here ought to give God praise. He allowed you to get up this morning. Can I get a witness? Amen. He allowed you to have what you have this morning. Can I get a witness? Oh yeah, you might not think it, but you're going to be like that boy. If you get so angry, if you get so prideful, if you become so unthankful, you won't even recognize when the party's going on. Can I get a witness? If I had to come out of that field and I heard them in that parade, and I heard them in that party, amen. That's all right, you church people. It's all right that you can party. Can I get a witness? Amen. And Carolyn, is it all right? Is that all right? Amen. You ain't never party, have you? Come on. I ain't going to testify. Amen. Leave that alone. Amen. Say, preach, cut it half. Preach, cut it half. Amen. You've been so far removed and so caught up in hating that you can't even understand that it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. If you be quiet, they playing your song. Come in. Dance a little hard. You dig off. Stiff. You had no joy. Ain't had no joy. You ran at the boy. Because you ran it in the Esquire. You ran on Facebook. He down there at the club. And they blinking the light. And he still want to dance. Can I get away with it? He got her setting up everybody. Can I get away with it? And you send it home. Amen. Call your friends up. Amen. Stop being mad at their party. And your party. Amen. That's what Jesus did. Amen. They didn't want Jesus around. Amen. He said, that's all right to me. He told them before it happened, he said, you turn me down, I'll get up in 3 days. Didn't they do it? They had a trial. Amen. And what shall we do with it? Amen. They ought to crucify. Brought him outside. Thomas said, I ain't found nothing the man done. They said crucify. They sang it in 3-part harmony. Crucify. And Jesus didn't say a word. They took him out on the hill. They hung him high, they stretched him wide, they took him down, and when they were taking him down, he said, "Tetelestai, it's finished." They thought he said he was finished. They thought that when they took him down and laid him down, they thought that it was all over. But early, on the third day, they put this on Facebook. There was a rumbling in the rock, and the rock shook the seal off the rock and got up with all power in his hand. And that's the reason you and I don't have to worry about what somebody else is doing. He got up, and you and I might got up. He got up, and you might have life and heaven more better. Stop allowing somebody else to make your agenda for you. Because if you don't have a plan for your life,